Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions. Everybody wants to confess, but not everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined by two wonderful, extraordinary boys. Two very funny boys and two of my favourite people in the goddamn world. You heard right, bird turd. These two people are absolutely incredible. They're both comedians, writers, actors, podcasters, cabaret stars. You seem disappointed by the podcast.
I like the additive nature of this introduction. So I'm now a cabaret star.
Yeah, do you like that? Yeah, singers.
I'm a podcaster.
Dancers.
I love my podcast.
Vagabonds. It is the wonderful Patrick Silver. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
And the wonderful Zachary Wayne. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Thank you.
You two podcasters. You two dancers.
A couple of
writers.
beautiful Latino podcasts.
Just trying to make it
Correct.
an industry of cabaret.
It's about time. Now, Patrick Silver, how the hell are you and how is Hot Department?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking shit.
My head.
Oh, no, don't. Do you need to have a lie down? We
it's
can
good.
stop.
No.
I did find out before that you two do not have a time that you need to leave today. So I think we just record for like 6 or so hours.
That's rude.
Sorry, that was rude of me. I do apologise for
I'm
that.
all about durational things.
TBH.
How am I? Wow.
Take your
It was 2023. A lot of things were going on. No, I'm good.
Was it a hard year, 2023?
You know what?
Busy.
It was busy, but good.
Are we looking back on the year as if it's over?
I hate,
Happy New Year!
I literally just say, I was like, listening back to things and me talking about just day-to-day life. I'm
Yeah.
doing the exact thing that I hate.
But you're doing
shut
now.
up, everyone. It was 2023. No, it was good. Hot
Yeah.
Department, it was
What a
busy.
great show this year.
Oh, thanks.
So
It was
fucking, and I don't usually swear on this podcast. So fucking good. Wow. Such a fucking good fucking show.
Oh, thanks.
I fucking loved it.
I saw it. I loved it too.
It's very
Okay, not as strong as me, but I liked it.
I
I had some
I
notes.
did love it.
No,
I did love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm bad at praise. I'm really bad at praise. But
You can't tell. You did that well.
if you think I'm bad at saying, like, I'm a huge fan of Hot Department. Of
course.
You know, you
and
ask
likewise.
anyone.
You're a fan of Hot Department as well.
I love Hot Department.
They're very good. They're very
so
good.
good.
They are so...
Yeah, like, but you don't understand. They're good.
Yeah.
Like, they're good.
When I first saw Hot Department, no, this is true. But I am bad at compliments.
Yeah.
When I first saw Hot Department, it was the sort of show that if I was a lesser man, I would have been like jealous. I would have been like,
Right.
oh, I'm a little past my prime. This is the new generation.
They're coming to take our jobs.
But luckily, I'm not a lesser man.
Yeah.
I'm a tired man, and I was just like, oh, thank you.
You're ready to retire.
I'm
Fade
so
away.
tired.
Yeah.
Don't worry, precious little Zach. We'll carry up this hill and we'll drink some water.
I am so ready to just be a tired old fat man standing on a stadium stage doing whatever the fuck sketch you liked when you were a kid. I'm ready for that stage.
You're
of
doing
my
the old
career.
stuff.
Yeah, just
Do the old stuff.
Bring back...
Bring back the old stuff.
Hey, how you doing?
Just doing Monty Python sketches
Oh,
for
yeah.
no reason. Just the old stuff. Not your old stuff,
Yeah.
just heaps of old
The
stuff.
old stuff.
Just
The old
like the idea of having Tom Armstrong's music playing really, really loud, and we have like dancers, young, beautiful dancers on stage, and then I just walk on stage and I'm like, Xbox, start playing.
But 2023 has been a big year for Hot Department. You've been all around. What is next with Hot Department? What's happening?
probably going to buy a house.
Wow. This is together?
Yep. A dollhouse. And then we can recreate all our sketches in it,
Yeah.
and then start doing kids. No, all we're
shows.
gonna do is just content.
Just God, you love content.
We're gonna do content.
Yeah. Sorry.
I hate saying that, but yeah,
You're going to do content.
We're gonna do content.
Well, your TikTok's very funny. You've got new YouTube sketches out. Wow. This is good. If you go on youtube.com, what do you type in? Hot Department.
So you go Hot Department.
Hot Department.
And there's a great Finnish band, Hot Department.
Hot Department.
And then they shout us out, and they're like, "Go watch Hot Department."
Watch the sketch group.
So you have to go through them to get to us.
Great. Well, go and check out Hot Department on youtube.com.
I just want to really clarify
Yeah.
right now. I feel like it's important because I know that sometimes listeners can misconstrue things. When you said you're doing a dollhouse, you meant like in a cute way, not like in a Stanley Tucci and Lovely Bones way, yeah?
What way do you mean?
You'll never know.
You're very tight-lipped about this.
Patrick is a serial killer.
What a way to find out on a pod.
Add that to the list. Have a race. Serial killer. No, it's very much a dollhouse. Yeah.
Like a cute
Cute dollhouse.
Yeah, I used to play
nice
with Bratz
situation.
when I grew up. Like I used to love playing Bratz and recreating Charlie's Angels.
Yep.
Because and I would just do everything slow motion, The Matrix. I think it'll be like that kind of dollhouse.
I hope they make a Bratz movie now with this Barbie movie coming out. Looks like it's going to be the greatest.
And then the
movie of
Troll
all time.
movie, Trolls.
Oh my God.
Trolls,
The
but I want
Trolls
like the Bratz movie to be like whatever Bratz is to Barbie in terms of quality and in terms of integrity. I want the Bratz movie
Who's
to be
playing? Who's playing the Bratz dolls?
Who's like who was that one from Dead or Alive that everyone says Margot Robbie looks like? And she was in do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Do you want me to look it up? Dead or Alive?
Jamie.
She was in
Jamie Lee
another
Curtis.
teen movie. My Name is Earl.
Yeah, My Name is Earl.
It's not Jamie Presley or something.
Yes,
Is it? Yeah,
yes,
it is.
that is,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Jamie Presley is a Bratz
great.
doll.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's written and directed.
It's a budget. It's a budget Barbie film.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Bratz.
it's a
Don't
lot
love
of
the
it.
Bratz film.
Debs.
What's that?
Debs, that movie. Dead or Alive. No, sorry, Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dev on Oahu.
Maybe Holly Valance. It could be
Holly
her and Holly Valance. I'm so excited.
That's fun. That is fun. Yeah, you're casting it. It's not being made, but you're casting
I'm
it.
so
100%.
excited for this film, Bratz.
No.
It's like Barbie, but fuck.
Yeah, it's really. They do it like what's it called? Fuck. What's the Archie comics? You know how they do?
Oh yeah, the dark,
Riverdale, like
yeah,
where they
Riverdale.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
hey, Bratina,
Bettina.
did you shoot up yesterday? I can.
It's like,
Is that the script? That's the whole script. That's the end.
If you liked Ryan Gosling in Barbie, you'll love Chad Michael Murray in Bratz.
Now, Zachary Wayne, you've got a new series out on ABC. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful show. Now, tell us a little bit about this goddamn show. If you haven't checked it out already,
so
because
fucking
you're in
funny.
it.
You're
You're
in it.
bloody hilarious in it.
It's
Such a
fucking
good show.
funny. Like
Oh,
honestly,
yeah, it's
it
such a good
made me
show.
laugh out loud so much, and I don't say that a lot.
Did it make you laugh as much as that clip of when Fallon found out that Nicole Kidman used to have a crush on him?
That's one of my favourite clips.
It actually
If you
is one
haven't
of my
seen that, go and
favourite
check that out.
clips.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful clip. It's not as funny as that,
No,
but it's good.
but it grips you like that.
It
Better
does grip
scripted.
you. Yeah.
Better
What's that?
scripted than that moment.
Yeah. More scripted.
More narrative driven.
It's more like a late show with
Yeah.
James Corden kind of.
Oh, yeah. You're very James Corden.
I'm very James Corden.
Very on brand for you. Very
You
James
know,
Corden.
it's a little comedy show.
Comedy show on the ABC.
Comedy.
You had Rake in the first episode.
Yeah,
The
and
actor,
he was
right?
in it. You were
Yeah,
in it. It
that
was
was
Richard Roxburgh. That was
Best.
insane.
And I kept calling him Richard Roxenborough.
Richard
I thought that was his
Roxenborough.
name. Yeah.
Did he
What was
correct
it
you at
like
all?
sitting next to him? Because you were sitting next to him. Because when
Yeah.
you do a shoot, there's lots of setting up. There's lots of just like downtime. And if you're sitting with someone, what was that like?
Scary.
Did he talk to you, or did he just? Was he
Yeah,
on
we
his
did, but he
phone?
was also very professional as well.
Right.
And then because I was so used to being around you guys and be like, and then I sit next to him and I'm like, do you?
Did you drive
in your
here,
spare
or?
time? Or like, and I did, but I also didn't want to talk about like acting or his career. Or whatever, so I tried to
sure.
find- and then I ended up telling him about a story about this actor at the Mold one who threw his shit on stage because she had to poop. And she didn't have any time to poop, so she threw his shit on stage. And he was like,
Relatable content.
but no, he was lovely. It was great. That was the best set. Like, honestly, one of the funnest sets.
Well, that's the key, isn't it? You got to make it fun so it shows on screen. We learnt that pretty early on that like, we used to be so tense when we'd shoot stuff because you're trying to get lots of
There's a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah. And it's like, and I think we realized that shows, even if you don't know it, that shows on camera.
Yeah.
The tension of needing to get it right or being under pressure. So we try to make sure our sets are as fun as they can be to allow what's on camera to happen. to feel like that. Yeah. So thank you for saying
But it
that.
absolutely comes across like that. It looks like such a fun time. The whole thing, like everyone in there looked like they were having the time of their life. Like Gillian Cosgrave, Michelle Brazier, like everyone in it. Mish Wittrup, who I've never met, but I'd love to one day.
She's great. She
One day.
loves
Is she
you.
as nice
Yeah,
as...
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her great things about you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Should get coffee.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't want to talk about it. Pick her brain.
She's really intimidating.
How do you podcast? Tell us all. I'm not recording, but do speak into my brooch. Yeah, but so the show is on ABC iView right now, and you can just binge it. I watched all episodes in one night. Yeah, I told Broden about it when I saw him. I told him that I watched all of them, and then the person I was with, he then pointed in their face really aggressively and said, "And you go home and watch it too."
This is Broden Kelly.
Yes, your colleague. From Auntie Donna.
Yeah. Broden Kelly. I thought you might be talking about another.
A different Broden Kelly. Just a different Broden.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, okay, good to know.
I wasn't.
Broden from
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I wasn't.
Sam, we'll see about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell I've done over 300 episodes with my run out of things to talk about and just start fighting with people.
I want to address two things
Yes,
right now.
of course.
One
Absolutely.
is I always forget that there's a visual component to most podcasts
Sure.
right now.
Sure.
And I'm taking a bit of time off, Donna, so I've let my beard get really foofy.
It's
So I just want to
beautifully
apologize
fulfilled.
to people watching. Sorry that my beard is not sculpted. It's a little foofy.
It's a little fulfilled.
No, I got a guy.
Hey.
He makes it look really good. I got a guy.
On staff? On your payroll?
Not on staff. I go to a place called a barber. And he does anything from the undercut down.
Wow.
And he does a great job, but I haven't been to him for a little while because I thought, you know what, I'm going to go foofy. And then I forgot that I'm still going to do podcasts and bits and bobs. So now I'm a foof boy. Second thing I want to address is you have got your drink precariously placed on the arm of your drink.
Baby, when you've been doing it 5 years.
Do you feel confident? This
yes,
isn't a
I feel
thoughtless
great about
thing?
it. I don't give a hot shit about
Okay,
it. I feel
great.
good about it. I feel confident that's not going to fall off.
You know
right
what?
now.
Put mine on top of it. I raise you.
I raise you. Just throw it at mine. Keep trying to get it off.
You know what? This mic is first. No, oh my god, it's so expensive.
I just feel like that's the tone. I want anyone listening to know the tone of my entire podcast is being worried that your class is going to fall
Yeah,
off.
I want you to feel tense.
Yeah,
I want you to feel uneasy, and I don't want you to be comfortable at all, because that's what Reddit provides.
yeah.
That's how you get good content.
That's how you get
Put
good
your
content.
Put your actors
tense,
and people-
uptight.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone about it.
Don't tell anyone. You cannot tell anyone about it.
Hey, have either of you ever filmed a drama? Have you ever been on a drama set? Because I've never been on a drama set.
No, I haven't. No.
And I just think
I'm just a silly cabaret star. I don't know anything about it.
because our whole thing is like making the set fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've always been like,
What's it
would
like?
be like?
Yeah.
Just like, hey, everyone, today this person is screaming
Yep.
with pain and anguish.
Look sad. Everyone needs to be sad.
Okay, his kid just died, so everyone breaks at like 10.
Yeah.
All right, lunch. Yeah. What is the vibe?
And you
on
have to
set?
keep that vibe, I guess, for the actor as well. If it's an actor that loves to just be in the moment and, be one of those people that loves to just act and stay in character.
Well, I think it's important. Like, I feel like by the same token that a comedy set has to be fun, surely a drama set has to be like
Solemn.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not fucked up.
Yeah. Well, write in. If you've ever been on one, write in. We'd love to take some callers.
The closest one I did was a short film, and it was kind of like a sci-fi drama, whatever. And
That's a good plug for the show.
but it was funny doing the earnest scenes
Yeah.
and then not being like afterwards. You know what I mean?
No payoff.
Like you do. I'd be like, and you will die. And it was like, all right, next. And there's just like, and I felt cringe. I'm like, ooh.
It's really hard. I think that's the biggest challenge because when you do comedy for a while, you become like afraid of earnestness. You become and not and I think not just because comics are so cynical and there's a lot of like irony and like it can be almost a toxic element of being a comedian, but also
Take that
because
back.
when I am earnest, it's almost always. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's upset me.
But when I'm being earnest, like I'll often do earnest acting.
Yeah.
With the goal of it being funny because of what's about to come or the context of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or like, so it would be really strange because it's like, it's not like you don't do earnest acting in comedy.
Yeah.
But it's
There's
the
just
fact
no
that
punchline.
it's earnestness for earnestness sake.
There's like literally no punchline.
Oh, that's strange.
I remember the mum, the one who played the mum in Everybody Loves Raymond, she said, I don't play comedy, I play it serious, and the comedy comes naturally from that.
Well,
Do you have any favourite quotes?
When you've got favourite quotes.
Favourite
Wow.
quotes about acting?
I had this man at a 7-Eleven once said to me, the key to finding the truth in your acting is to never look anyone in the eye.
Wow.
Most people would say the opposite of that.
Yeah.
That's why I've never
nice.
been on dramas.
No, and that's okay.
It's like,
You're in 7-Eleven all the time.
Best quote for me is probably one small step for a man. One
You like that
giant
one?
leap for mankind.
Yeah.
Which is what Neil Armstrong said when he first stepped onto
First
the
stepped
moon.
on
in
the
that
moon.
TV show he did, the moon landing.
Yeah, that's right.
so
It was fake.
funny.
It was fake.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! So
We're different.
I met this.
Right.
I met this man recently where like he was. We were talking about the conspiracy of the moon landing, and he's like, "It's not fake." And I was like, "Look, yeah, there's lots of theories." I'm like, absolutely, like, believe that can be possible, like the first moon landing. But then I realized I misheard the conversation. And he was just saying like, "No one's ever been on the moon, ever. It's all been films."
Right.
And I was like, I don't know if that's what it is. Like, well, why aren't people going in the moon taking pictures right now? They've got the. And I was like, I don't think they have the people like they're done with the moon.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah,
cost
yeah.
$100 billion.
Take a photo then.
I love that.
Why don't you
they're
take a photo when you're up there then?
Why aren't they going back to the moon? It's like
did
because it costs so, and they're
Yeah.
trying, but it costs so much money.
Why don't they do it and take their phones with them so they can get a shot?
Yeah, I love that. It's like they
Answer that. You
they
can't
faked
answer
it
that.
5 times, and they also faked one where they fucked up.
That's just to keep it consistent because you can't always win.
You gotta really.
That's right.
Maybe this could be. Okay, I was thinking we should do a drama.
This
Now,
is
now that
interesting.
we've always wanted to see what it's like, we should do a drama, and it's about
The moon landing.
I
But with Bratz
legitimately-
dolls.
I've got a very vague idea for a short film in my head. I feel like it's a little too obvious, but it's just very vague in my head.
Are we workshopping
Which
it?
is
Yeah.
I'm
I've got some
gonna-
butcher's
I'm gonna
paper
tell
out.
you. This is where it sits in my like how much I want to make it is that I'm willing to blow it on a podcast. But I,
I can bleep all of it. Right from the start up until now. I get the bleep wrong. Just your idea.
I just thought it'd be really funny to do it like a short film where like a prime minister. It's not like president. It's someone at like in a middling country like Australia. Sorry,
Oh.
where someone gets
The
like
Howard government, am I right?
yeah,
Oh my
bloody
God.
Howard.
Legal.
He's gonna bring in the GST.
And if
know
he does,
said
I'm
he
out.
won't.
I'm out.
I
if
know
he, does.
he said he
I'm
won't.
out. I'm out if he does.
Oh,
I can't talk about it.
but the prime minister gets into power, and on the day he gets in, he gets taken into a secret meeting and gets told that the world is flat. Like
That's great.
it's like a whole aliens have landed thing, but it's like, but then they go into how like nearly 1 million people have to be in on the secret. Like you're the millionth person we've told.
And there's only a few people that have broken away from that secret service that know about it, but we all think they're mad.
Literally every single flight attendant. But that's the like, it's fully earnestly
Yeah.
done where it's like, yes, every flight attendant knows this, and now we're telling you.
That's
We're
so
telling
funny.
you this. Everyone that's been to Antarctica.
Everyone's in on it.
For years they've known.
Every single pilot just does loops to pretend that they're going around the globe. They're just like, oh, we're going to do a few loops to make it seem
A
like
few
this is
loopsy-loops.
really close.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah,
so
that's
funny.
a fun idea.
Yeah,
you
well, I'll
like
bleep all of
I
it.
do like it.
I'm going to
Great.
bleep
It made us laugh.
God, thank you for making us laugh today on this comedy podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, Australia.
Good
That's
night,
it.
everybody.
We're done. We're just going to do a few for safety, if that's okay. We're just going to do a few confessions for safety. Just in case we need it. We probably won't need it, but just in case.
Just
if we just do a
to
quick
get-
few
fingers
confessions.
crossed.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Just a couple really quick ones,
yeah.
all right? Because
Yeah.
I know you two love these wonderful people that I found on a wonderful, glamorous website called Reddit.com.
Love Reddit.
And, they're beautiful people, honestly. Now, Zach, usually, you like to talk about their writing style quite a bit on the podcast sometimes.
A little bit, but I have toned it back since
Yep.
the first live show. I don't know if
Yep.
I've said this to you. The first time I did a live show with you,
Yeah.
I was like, my whole thing is I just go them for their bad editing,
Yeah.
right? And I still do a bit because it really frustrates me.
Yeah.
So much superfluous language, so much you'd think that, and then I did. I've done your live show of this a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I remember just being like, oh, come on, please. That's such a superfluous sentence. And just silence. I was just like, oh no. That's the problem with podcasts. I've been doing this every time I come on. That's my bit.
When you do it live,
And then I do
went
it
down
live.
like a lead balloon.
I was like, okay, I think I need to reassess. I'll still do it a little bit, but I might try and
pull
be
back
a
a bit.
little less.
Find the good bits.
Yeah,
It really fucks you up.
But it all fucks me up. It's so
funny.
they just talk, and it's always like way too much of the first.
Way too much
act.
detail.
Way too much detail.
I love
Yeah.
And they tell you stuff, and it's like you could go back and cut that.
Yeah.
You can go back and just go. You know what? My job and my holiday to France
And
actually
my morning
isn't
routine.
relevant. Like I don't need to talk about my trip to France.
Yeah.
Because
it doesn't come back.
all happened when I came back.
You can say it in one sentence.
And I just would love for them to just have someone go through and those
A Redditor.
just notes
Yeah,
with like the
yeah.
red. Does it need this paragraph?
I feel like that should be your side hustle.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, if you've got confessions,
Send them to you first.
Bring it to me, and I'll make a schmeck.
someone like, I fucking jerked it to my pet, and I'm just like, Red. Hey, you've already mentioned the jerking it to the pet. Up to you, but I would encourage you to cut this sentence, or at least try to find
Question,
out.
is this character coming back?
What's the motivation?
But Patrick, you usually love these people and usually really get on board with these
I
wonderful
love-
people because you love hearing about people's bullshit.
Yes.
It's fun. Now, we have some wonderful confessions today from reddit.com. We have the first confession today that comes from lovely Gary. Gary confesses.
Gary's a good name.
Gary's a good name, strong.
There's more
very strong.
fake Garys than real Garys,
Right?
I think.
Yeah.
Why do we
yeah.
go for Gary?
I don't know. I think if you're hiding, it sounds like a normal name, doesn't it? But
I
it's not-
go for
think I've met
Gary
many.
Heaps
It's
when
neutral.
I'm trying to think
I think
up
it's
a
like
name.
neutral ground.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
boring name. Sorry, Garys. Sorry to all you Garys out there.
Gary.
Gary, that's a good character.
Yeah, that's good.
Take it to your next cabaret act. Gary confesses, yes, I have a secret phone.
Okay.
I keep calling my wife and I tell her to leave me.
What?
I read that they call it a burner phone, but I'm not sure I really like that term.
Because you want to keep it.
You want to keep it, I guess. Yeah, it's not a burner phone if I want to keep it. It's totally fine for me to be my own person.
So yeah, he just got to it with the
Yeah,
first sentence.
he
didn't
really did. Yeah,
Yeah.
But he kind of goes on about this, the bullshit of going, it's totally fine for me to be my own person. It's like, we didn't say that's not okay. You're really defensive.
That's the thing. I love that these people are so defensive. They've got so much.
They know they've done something fucked and they're like, I didn't actually...
Shut up, okay?
I never thought that wasn't okay.
I was tired.
I was tired when it happened. My wife and I fell out of love a long time ago.
Okay.
This is a bit where it kind of goes in for a bit.
yeah.
It didn't happen all of a sudden, just a gradual thing. One day when we were eating old kebabs at home, I think we both clocked each other looking at the other one with a bit of disdain. That can happen
While
when
we
you're
were
eating
eating
kebabs.
Was it the
old
kebabs?
kebabs?
Was the kebab that thing that triggered it?
Could be. Food poisoning?
Yeah,
So that was just food poisoning. Violent
There's
food
a stale
poisoning.
kebab. Then you look up, you're stale.
Old kebabs. So just sitting there eating old kebabs. That's
yeah,
love.
Yeah, I think that's fun. That can be a romantic thing.
Yeah.
There's sort of the comfort of we're just sitting here
Absolutely.
being who we are.
Yeah. Probably the night before. I don't think they're like month-old kebabs. They're from 6 months ago.
They're emergency kebabs.
Just in
But they
case.
just keep
In the
it
freezer.
cupboard.
In the cupboard.
I always love when these people like they try to create the poetic imagery of a film. Like in what's that one with Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey, the Eternal Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the meal.
I was about to say the mask.
Now
mask.
that was sad.
Yeah. Very sad. Green face. Horrible stuff.
Ah.
Horrible.
You
And
don't
it's
need
true.
a mask to be a naughty boy.
You don't need that.
Stop hiding behind that mask.
No, but there's that scene where it's a bit of a recurring thing where they're eating at the Chinese restaurant and and he talks about, have we become one of those sad couples
Yes.
that you see? And it's like really profound, but it's not profound because they're at a Chinese restaurant.
That's not the point.
It's like the imagery and it's the
Yeah.
have we become one of those couples? I
Yeah.
love this guy's like, we're eating old kebabs. Time to move on.
And what we're meant to do after that? Not a thing. Not a thing. We had tried to work out our differences.
How old are they? How long
I
have
don't
they
know.
been married?
Doesn't say. All the important information, as always, is just completely left out. But at the end of the day, you can't work out what you can't work out. It's beautifully put. It's one of my favourite quotes.
Yeah.
And now it gets to the tricky part. We have the same bank accounts, and let me tell you, she makes a whole lot more money than me because he's eating old kebabs at home.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of her leaving me with nothing. So I want her to leave me instead of having to make that call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so wants to get out. He's
Right, so he's
He just needs an out.
yeah. He's a bad person.
I was like, I thought he wasn't good at communicating.
No,
but no,
he's
he's
a
like
terrible person.
He's just like, I want the money.
I want that money, honey. I want her to be the one to say, no thanks, I've had enough of this.
Right. Yeah.
So I went to a supermarket, a big one too.
No.
A big one. It was a big one.
Good
Wasn't it
to
a small
You
one?
can't trust the small ones.
But you can never trust them. They'll call the wife right away.
fucking
I saw him
IGAs.
here again, buying stuff with your money.
God, I go to a tucker bag. They come for you.
A big one too, and I bought a secret phone where once a day I call her and tell her to leave me.
That's so funny.
As himself.
Well, I put on all different kinds of voices and even changed my cadence.
Hello.
Okay, you should leave me, yeah.
I think you should leave your husband.
I think I'm getting away with it, but she just won't leave me.
She's probably like, I need to stay with this man for protection. There's a crazy person calling me. I really want to leave this guy ever since the old kebabs, but now this crazy motherfucker's calling me every day.
The other day, she told me that she's getting all these calls from these unknown numbers. Someone who obviously has it out for me and wants to tear us apart. I got angry until I realised it was me doing it the whole time.
Oh,
So it took us
Oh
a step
my
back.
goodness.
An out-of-body experience.
he got angry for a minute.
For 1 minute.
That's-
Imagine it's 60 seconds, one whole minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's really...
Oh, no, that was me.
For you.
I'm the one putting on all those... I'm doing those hilarious practical jokes.
Only I can. Wait a second.
Only I have a phone. I don't know what to do to make this right. Now I feel awful.
Yeah.
We've grown closer and closer recently. Maybe we have a second or third wind in our relationship. But what's I do? Let's read that again. But what's I do?
What's I do?
What's I do? What's I do?
This guy, I've built an image. So initially I was like, he's a scheming little thing.
Yeah.
But when he got mad at himself for a second, I'm now imagining him as a buffoon.
Yes.
Like a Homer Simpson type.
Yeah.
So now that he's like, what I do?
Oh,
homie.
Oh, my.
homie. Oh, that's good. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a better Marge than my Marge. This is my Marge. How Marge? Oh, homie.
sounds like Gollum.
Oh, homie, you're always at the nuclear power station.
I quite like both of them.
Oh, Lisa shows so much promise.
Yours is like the Barbie March, and yours is the Bratz March.
Yeah, mine is the Bratz Marge.
I know I need to tell her every night where we lie now in bed. No funny business. I don't know why I
No
said that.
funny business.
I feel as though I need to tell her, fuck that. I know she'll hate me. I know she'll think I'm the worst. Got to make it right to fight. Fight for us. Fight
Gotta
for
make
us all.
it right to fight for us.
Yes.
Why?
It was exhausting. that
Why did he
impression.
say at the top? Why did he say? You know, you that sometimes it doesn't work. You know,
Yep.
sometimes you just got to move on.
Yep.
And then also say in the same thing. I reckon we got a second win.
Second or third win?
I reckon there's another show.
Yeah.
I feel like what he wanted was he just wanted a career in voice acting.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he couldn't handle that his wife was more successful.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
And he's a cunt. So he was like, I'm going to take her down and take her money. And
Yep.
then afterwards, I reckon he was like, wait, no, I've got a shot at this. Because she was convinced.
Yes. That's beautiful.
What I love about this is it's like it's arguably a prequel to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. Yeah.
This is how they ended up like this, and now he's made a
Yes.
big mistake.
With his funny voices.
He's been calling her with all these funny.
Yeah. And he's got to make sure not to do it at home.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Get out of the way. He's like, that sounded like the man. The man on the phone.
Trying out his voices for it.
I really want to make
It's
a
exhausting.
prequel to Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think it's really
like
good.
Solo, you just cast really hot young people as all the parts.
Just find out why he got the divorce.
Even
you
like the
think?
Miss Doubtfire costume, she's like a really hot Latina woman. She's like,
I really like that. That's nice. Now, what do you think, Gary? Patrick, what do you think Gary should do in a situation like this?
he should leave her because
Yeah.
he's awful.
Yeah.
And he doesn't deserve her. But I think he should go into voice acting.
Yeah. He
think-
has a lot of talent.
I honestly like. I feel like he could do even video game acting. Like
Yeah.
he's got a
Anything.
whole career.
Yeah, could be quite
Or
nice
he
stuff.
should work at a call center. I don't know.
Sure. Doing the hilarious characters
Yeah.
there. Hey, want to buy this soap? That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Zach, what would you do in a situation like this if you're lovely Gary?
If I was doing all of those things, yeah. So if I, what? So because what's the dilemma? Should he tell her?
Should he tell her
Is
that
he
he's been
asking
doing
if he
this?
should
Yeah.
tell her?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I
Sure.
truly. Sometimes I feel pretty confident in
Yeah.
that. Don't tell her. I think he should tell her.
Yeah.
Usually I'm of the school of don't tell her, just stop doing it.
Yeah.
But
And go to therapy as
yeah,
well.
and go to therapy and like I don't think your wife needs to know that you did like that.
Yeah, that you bought a secret phone. and-
Yeah, like but this one
From
is
the big
like
shop.
she's already
Big.
been directly affected by
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
She needs to know who's been calling.
Yeah, because she's worried.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she's got all these
Getting
random
threatened.
people
She's
calling.
getting threatened by this.
She's like
Like I wouldn't feel safe.
No, but there's cartoon characters. It's
Robin
awful.
Williams has come back from the grave and has a crush on me.
I'm back.
Doing all these fun voices.
And they are fun. They are fun.
there's so
she
much
can't
fun.
deny that. She cannot deny how fun they are.
She's like, I kind of was having a good time. I
kinda loved it.
I was scared for my life and I didn't want to be killed. But those voices.
So hilarious voices.
The irony is she would leave him.
Yeah.
The irony is he would get
Yeah.
what he wanted.
So you're saying Gary should come clean. Gary should say,
Yes.
I've been doing this.
Yeah.
Those hilarious voices you hear on that secret phone, that was me the whole time.
Yeah, and then say you want to make it work and you want to do couples therapy because she's leaving you.
Yeah, absolutely. But he could do couples therapy as lots of different funny
Yes,
characters.
he has
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
hats. He
Different
always
hats.
brings different hats. Today I'm going to be depression. Oh, I want to die.
It's kind of like a Maggie Smith sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
Ooh, do.
Oh, do.
Okay,
Do, no,
watch
no.
out.
This is good. I like this. This is a hilarious character. So, Gary, you need to come clean and probably move on with your life.
Clean,
Get
yeah.
it? Stop getting secret phones and calling people.
threatening
for God's
women.
sake. Yeah, it's good advice for everyone listening. Stop threatening women. Now, we'll move on to the next confession that comes from gorgeous Kathleen. Kathleen
You were
confesses.
Kathleen once.
Did you?
You did.
Yeah, and you
Could
were
this
in
be her?
primary school, and then when she went to high school, she rebranded as Kat.
That's fun.
And I was like, good for you.
What was
Yeah.
the vibe?
As Kathleen, she was quiet, shy. As Kat, she was a go-getter.
Really? Really came out of her shell?
Ready? Yeah, she just
Oh, I like
fully
that.
said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm Kat now.
Cat's different.
I like that. I
Kathleen.
was
Yeah.
a big fan
That's
of
great.
of
And it's
Kathleen's
like Kat.
look. I'm Kat.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever bring up her past?
No, that wasn't for me.
No. Oh, yeah. You,
know?
don't need to
No,
do that.
that wasn't for me.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
I know. No,
Yeah.
I loved it. I
Yeah.
feel like very few people pull off the rebrand.
Wow.
You know, the primary school to high school rebrand, a lot of people give that a crack.
Yeah, and it doesn't work a lot of the time.
I didn't bother.
Yeah.
I didn't even until
It was too much work. Yeah, you would be Pat.
a lot of maintenance. Oh no.
Where did you grow up, Pat? Are you a...
Country town, New South Wales.
Yeah, I was like, you're a country boy.
Yeah,
Wait,
through
why
and
can you
through.
tell? Was it the boots?
It's the boots and your straw hat.
And my big straw hat. And the fact
And
that
you're
I
eating
kept-
a lot of
And I
tobacco.
kept saying, "Yeah, where's my farm?"
Where's my farm?
I think
Where are your horses? That's what you said when you came here. Where are your horses kept? Oh god, here we go.
I grew up in a rural kind of area as well, country town, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're such a you're such an overly confident, big personality, and it's like you don't want to know the version of me that went to a Steiner school.
That was Zachary.
That man is a monster. Off he pops to do theatre at Melbourne Uni, and he is a terrible person. I think the bullies did some good work.
Some of their finest
I
work.
think they really did cut down.
Into something, yeah.
Kathleen confesses, "I'm having sex in a New York high-rise as I write this."
As you write this.
Like during.
During. during sex. Is this
Must be boring. Sex.
must be very boring
really
sex.
funny. I love that.
Unless that's how she can write. Some people have different
Only,
techniques.
that's actually true.
It's got it's giving like when you were a kid and you'd write I don't know if you guys did this, but you'd write a first person story.
Yep.
And you want the character to die at the end, so they would be like, "Oh no, the monster's at the door. Who knows what they're." And then you'd stop writing. How do I write a death in first person? That's what this is giving. It's like, I want it to be immediate, you know?
So they're in it.
I am currently having sex.
Is that right?
That's so funny.
It's so good.
There's not many positions where that works. Is it on their phone?
Yeah, I was like, is it voice memo?
Yes, it's probably voice. I'm currently having sex while I write this.
Yeah.
Siri, upload.
Yeah.
Send message. A skyscraper with a man half my age.
Oh.
He's a young finance man,
Ooh.
I like this.
and I'm his older cougar,
Yeah.
Yes, come
Go
through,
for
Samantha
it,
Jones.
girl.
thriving in all my being. Isn't this nice?
This is like
Sex is the
Sex
sexy
in the
one.
City.
yeah, this is Sex in the City, but like two scenes have been mushed together by accident. It's a Samantha fucking scene and an opening to writing.
It's like an AI wrote this.
I have a lot of money, not all mine, but I do have quite a lot. I'm cheating on my silly husband.
Yeah, good for you,
silly
honey.
husband.
Go,
Go off,
girl.
hunty.
This feels like bragging. I'm like,
It is very braggy.
life.
Yeah. I hate him. He hasn't no idea, and I don't.
he hasn't.
He hasn't no idea. He hasn't no idea, and I don't even want him to know because then all the money will suddenly go away.
Shame he hasn't no idea and has an idea.
Disappearing into a billowing cloud of smoke that you could hardly recognize and might never see again.
Wait, can you say that one
Yeah,
again?
Sure. Disappearing.
From the top.
Oh,
from
sure.
just give me with the content. What's disappearing?
He hasn't no idea, and I don't want him to go because then all the money will suddenly go away.
Yes. Okay.
Disappearing into a billowing cloud of smoke that you could hardly recognize and might never see again.
See, I tell myself not to do this, but everything that she said after go away?
Yeah.
Like she's already conveyed that. She's like describing something going away.
Yeah. She's just describing it again.
She's like,
took the second sentence
For those of you who don't know what going away is, it's like something disappearing. It's I know what going away means.
Like a crumbly biscuit.
How do I say this?
Rumbling in my hand. No, wait. So, like, water going through a strainer disappears.
She could turn to the guy she's having sex
do it
with
better.
and ask,
She's like,
So
Could you
the
proofread
money
this?
was there, right? And now it's no longer there.
now, she writes after that.
Now.
I met this young man because he works for my husband.
I love this.
Yeah, this is
like,
fun.
I think the husband is a douche.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
And I could see him looking at me from around the corner through a wall.
wait, the husband?
No, I think the young finance.
She's dating
right.
Superman.
No, yeah,
She's dating Superman.
She's like, my brain.
There seems to be some sort of radiation piercing these walls.
Wait, but isn't she having sex? Wait,
No, okay. So this is her writing this and how it first.
As he
okay.
fucks her,
Yeah.
she's right.
I thought he
about-
was like fucking it and then watching it from there at the same time, so I got confused.
No. As he's fucking her, she's writing about the time that he used his X-ray vision to ogle
see her
her
through a
through a
corner.
wall.
And I could see him looking at me from around a corner through a wall. That is to say that all of his eyes were on me.
All of his eyes.
All 7 of them.
And I was
That's right. He's a goblin.
He's a magic spider goblin.
But more on that later. He's fucking me as I write this. I can't talk about it. And I was not opposed to that at all. I slipped him a note at the end of the night
Yeah.
into his front jacket pocket or something similar. I can't remember.
Wait, did she write that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember. Get off my back. What's it to you? Anyway.
Not you. Don't get off my back.
She's just heard about like the Million Tiny Pieces, that book that where he got sued. He called it a memoir, and then it wasn't necessarily true.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
yeah.
get in trouble. It's like Shantaram is technically a memoir, but he called it a novel.
Oh,
'cause he
really?
spiced it up
Okay.
a little bit. I'm throwing in way too many fun facts here, but yeah, he just
I'm
like
having way too much fun with this fact.
You know,
Whoa. I just fell over.
I love a fun fact
Yeah.
because not many people find them fun.
Well, it's great to say fun fact all the time. Fun fact.
Fun fact, you don't care about this.
You eat 7 spiders in your sleep.
But I love this notion that she was like, I don't want to get sued here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I put it in his front pocket.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it.
I've spoken to my lawyer. I allegedly put it in my front pocket.
I have radiation.
Okay, so she can't remember
I
where she
got
put
some
it.
like fucking x-rays in my brain, man.
And soon we were meeting once a week. I was borrowing my brother's apartment to meet at. We were meeting and fucking, meeting and fucking, meeting and fucking.
That's so nice of a brother.
Yeah.
So I love it, my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can meet and fuck in my apartment, of course.
I would absolutely do that.
Absolutely, of course.
My sister would hate it though. If it was the opposite way out.
Just you fucking in her apartment all the time. Just constantly.
She'd burn the apartment
Yo,
down.
sis, got to fuck in your apartment. No worries.
No worries, bye. There was so much going on, and to tell you the pleasure was overpowering would be an understatement.
There was so much going on, and to tell you the pleasure was overpowering would be an understatement.
I was orgasming on another level. It was like the earth was moving under me. He had a cock like a horse and he knew how to use it.
That's great. That's really good.
I like it. I like that I like that she went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
she
I-
hasn't not gone there.
I don't
That makes
know a
sense.
lot about women, but from what I've heard, using your horse cock is the way to make them come.
Absolutely. I've read that online, I believe. Yeah.
You've got to pay
That's why
attention.
I'm always asking about where the horses are.
That's right.
Sam, where's your horses?
Where's your horse?
I'm going to go to the bathroom for 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
That's all it takes, baby.
Look, I may not have a tongue or fingers, but I've got a horse cock and I know how to use it.
He came like a tidal wave and blew me to hi-ho.
Wow. Hi ho!
Oh, wow.
There's only one. Oh, okay. This is a joke.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
I love a joke.
There's only one hi-ho here.
This gal.
Yep. We'll be back after Missy again.
Bingo.
That'll get us out. That was good. We're taking callers
Nothing
after
I
this.
love more than
Yeah.
a joke where the setup isn't a normal thing to say.
Yes. Yeah,
And I also love
hi-ho.
that. I love that. Like they're kind of like, and also get this. I'm the hi ho.
But someone's before going, that's not a saying. Why didn't you say hi-ho?
It's like, so hi-ho is funny. All I've got to do is work hi-ho into the sentence before.
This is a type 5.
Type 5.
I've got hi-ho as the punchline.
How do I make that work? Yeah, let's work our way back.
Blew me to hi ho.
Hi-ho.
I've got it. Stop fucking me for 10 seconds.
Fingers
Gotta
crossed
write
they
this
don't
down.
think it's weird that I said fuck me to hi-ho.
And that's probably all I care to write at this point. So she's done with this writing. And I do want to make it clear that I do want to tell my husband, and this young man certainly doesn't want me to, for fear of losing his employment. But I feel as though I need to.
Okay.
It sure is good to feel sexy. That's how she ends it.
Ah.
That's how that hi-ho ends it. Now, what would you do in a situation like this? Zach Gawain.
Who am I in the situation?
Okay, if
Am
you're
I Carrie?
her,
Am I
you're
Carrie
Gary
or am
again
I-
from the first confession.
Am I Carrie? Gary Carrie.
Gary. You're Gary.
I'm Samantha Gary. What would I do?
What would you do in a situation like this?
This is one where I go, it's funny because Gary had exactly the same moral dilemma, but I didn't like Gary.
Yeah.
And there's something about this where I'm like, you go, girl.
I get it. I love it.
I think because
Yeah.
I imagine this guy works in like finance or real estate.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
hurt him.
You want to hurt him?
Let's.
Just twist the knife in, destroy them all.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
all probably
Once he's
cunts.
down, they're all down. His whole business goes down.
You destroy that horse cock boy. You destroy your husband. Make them all suffer for what they have done.
Take their dominoes
I've
down.
just decided they're all real estate agents.
Yes, absolutely. Let's just say they're real estate agents.
Yeah.
You want to take him down. You want to destroy his life.
No, I think she should maybe not tell him.
Okay.
But maybe stop doing it.
Stop fucking.
Or keep doing it, but just maybe a little more, like maybe not the brother's apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, leave the brother out of
Maybe
this.
there's
you think?
other ways to do it.
Yeah.
Because the brother's apartment feels like stupid.
Yeah, it feels like he's going to find out as well. The brother's going to
Yeah.
find
It's
out.
too close to home. You want to.
Oh yeah, like a weekend away.
Yeah,
That's where it's
like-
all gonna fall apart. Is a long
Yeah.
weekend away. In
Like,
the,
you
in
try to
Hamptons.
find
In the
a night.
Hamptons. Okay.
Whether, also her husband works a lot. So
Yeah.
if he's out working, that's your time.
Yeah.
But I guess you
yeah.
got to schedule that with the...
On the staircase of the mansion while the husband's away.
That's nice.
Good.
That's
I'm
a good.
sorry,
that's
I'm
setting
not
the scene,
actually
and you're getting
giving
horny.
Any real answers? I'm just imagining this to be a 90s or early 2000s erotic thriller.
Yeah, erotic thriller. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think she should stay. And I think she should start becoming a novelist under a pen name.
Yes.
Doing
I like that.
erotic novel.
Yeah.
And then then she's also like making coin on her own terms as well as getting his money.
This is really good. Really good.
And she can have her affair. But I think she should she should start being more cautious with
Using protection.
I was gonna say maybe not using a sharp pen while having sex.
Okay.
Because that's really
Are you imagining she's writing with a
she's
sharp
like,
pen?
dear
It's not
diary.
online. Dear diary.
I just imagined her on a MacBook Pro.
She's got a typewriter.
It's very carry. Yeah. And I thought to myself, am I the crazy one?
Do you know what I think she should do? I think she should start manipulating the young horsecock to kill her husband.
Yes.
You
yeah.
know, I think she should start saying the only way we can make this work is if you kill him.
Great,
And
great.
then, she thinks it's not going to come back to her, but then like a even sexier because all these guys are
very
like
Shakespearean
rich.
the way you're.
Well, it's fully. You say
speech.
Shakespearean, I say Paul Verhoeven, and I think that it's
Very-
just like,
yeah.
I think
yeah,
that these sexy like men, she thinks she's with a real man now, but once he kills the husband,
Yeah.
and a rugged detective comes along, and he's gonna get her. He knows that she's got something to do with
Can
it.
we get David Tennant involved?
So David Tennant,
That's-
is good. He's the husband though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
like
Pedro Pascal.
a Pedro Pascal,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's never met a real man. She's been in
Yeah.
high society for so long,
Yeah.
and then this guy knows that she's responsible, but she wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
And then,
And then there's
that's
the
kind of
tension.
where it
And
goes.
then there's all tension.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is
good.
amazing.
And then she writes that.
Yeah, 'cause
she writes
because
that.
she's doing the confessions online.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a you've got mail early internet.
early internet. Yeah, got that vibe. Great. There's put the dial-up tone in there quite a lot as
there's
well.
a lot of
Yeah,
there's like scenes of like,
text.
have you heard of blogging?
a lot of coding. There's a lot of coding always on the screen. I
Sound
like
familiar?
I'm in.
that. Great.
girl?
The old pop-up boxes that keep coming up all the time.
All the
I like that.
spiraling.
This is good.
emojis.
This is good. All right, well, let's move on to the next confession because I think that is solved and it also has an amazing film idea.
I
that
was
I'm
in
so
that world. I was
Yeah.
really enjoying that world.
Yeah, I
quite liked her. I thought she was fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Thanks,
move on.
Kat.
Thanks
Kat.
for writing in, Kat.
Kathleen. Kathleen has become a cat.
It is possible.
This is the next confession that comes from Janet. Janet confesses, for the last few years, I've been slowly photoshopping my husband's pictures so he always looks fatter than he is. He's not a big mirror guy. I like that as a description of someone. You know him, not a big mirror guy.
Yeah.
Legs not into mirrors.
Doesn't look like looking at himself in a mirror, I think. Yeah.
That's very funny.
And hardly
Fair.
ever finds himself checking himself out in a mirror, to tell you the truth.
Do you know what I love about these confessions? Because I think most of them are fake, right? And I that's my big thing. And I think that
You don't believe in Reddit like I do. I've dedicated 5 years of my life to this. I just snapped.
But I also love.
Get out of my house.
I mean, I love these people even more because
Yeah.
this is how they get their like
They're
fantasies
kids.
out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But
Well, that's all the comments are like, this is fucking bullshit. Which is what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Funnier.
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 I believe in this.
But
Yeah,
I love
thank
this
you.
notion of so many times where, like, there's something in brainstorming where you go down a path as a creative, you go down a path, and then you hit a point where you go, oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you go, what about someone who is photoshopping images for a husband to look fatter?
Yeah.
You brainstorm, oh, that's a good idea. You brainstorm, and then you go, oh, what about mirrors? And then you're like, forget about it. Let's do a different story.
But they commit to the...
They go, what about mirrors?
Never looked in one.
He's not much of a mirror guy.
We've solved it. Let's move on to the next scene. He had an affair while I was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Something you should never do. I like that. It's just.
I
note for
love
everybody.
that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the. Okay.
Something you
I
should
thought-
never do.
Yes,
You
got
can
it.
have an affair before someone's pregnant, but not after.
Sorry. Yeah. Good.
It's
to
like
know.
in those boxes, you know, they're like, don't use this if pregnant. And it's like, and it just says, don't have an affair.
Don't have an affair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. That's really important.
And I was left thinking, what a pig of a man I ended up marrying.
Yeah. Yeah.
An absolute pig.
Yeah.
I had no way of knowing that. I had no way of knowing that it would get any better. Why would it? He had shown his true colours, and I did not care for that palette at all.
Oh, I like
I
that.
think that's quite nice. Quite a nice
yeah.
way of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just, he's a fucking pig dog. This is like, oh, no, different palette.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
So then what? Then what happened?
What?
She's asked two
So
questions.
then what?
So what? What happened?
What
Yeah,
happened?
what happened? Yeah.
She's gone, I
on,
need to put
Pink.
some more rhetorical questions in there. That's what this needs. So then what? Then what happened? Well, I'm quite the good Photoshopper.
Okay.
I'm a photographer by trade, so I have the loveliest photos in the house of him and us in frames.
Oh.
I'm the whiz at Photoshop. That's a claim.
You know.
I'm the whiz. I'm
It's
the
like,
whiz.
which one of you is the whiz? Which one of you is the Photoshop whiz?
Is it the mirror guy or the non-mirror gal? I'm the whiz at Photoshop, so a lot of the time you'll find me tinkering.
Which one of you is the Photoshop
Sorry.
whiz? Look, I don't have any problem. I don't have a problem with that kind of relationship, but which one of them is the Photoshop whiz?
Remind me again. Which one of you?
I just don't know which one's the Photoshop whiz or not.
I'm blanking. Which one is? I'm the whiz at Photoshop.
It reminds me of like when people ask like, so who's the top and who's the bottom?
Yeah. You have to ask in every relationship.
Who's the non-whiz?
It's-
Who's the muggle?
It's
the muggle of
moment,
Photoshop?
the moment that, like, you know, people were like, oh, we can't say who's the boy, who's the girl anymore. And then there was like 5 years of like a desolate wasteland where people maybe had to accept that it was a bit more complicated than that. And then RuPaul came along and taught straight people about top and bottom. Like, oh, yes! Like, there's a different way to ask boy and girl.
He's the one pounding. He's the one getting pound there.
Power bottom, power top.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Instead of gender reveals, it's like
I'm the whiz at Photoshop, so a lot of the time you'll find me tinkering around with photos until the dead of night. I never charge my clients for full. This is the bit that doesn't matter. But
Also,
I like-
sorry.
love this.
With the language of whiz and tinkering, I picture her as like 40.
yeah, I think so.
So
Yeah.
to kind of tinker away and a bit
Yeah.
of a whiz of this.
Yeah, a bit of a whiz of this.
Yeah.
We don't have mirrors in our home.
Yeah.
I never, that or they're vampires.
Which I really love, because the idea that she's like got the skills of the Photoshop skills of a mall photographer in rural New South Wales.
And I picture it's a lot of like live, laugh, laugh. Like, you know, like things with like fairy lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
All she uses is the smudge tool.
You also just described this room with live, love, love, and all the fairy lights. I never charge my clients a full hourly rates. I spend so much on my photography, it wouldn't be fair to do that. But I do have a lot of fun.
Well, that's
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so she's loves
You gotta
what
have
she
fun.
does. Yeah,
When you're a
simply
whiz
does.
and you're
Live,
tinkering
laugh,
around,
love.
you gotta have fun.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Now what I do is every once in a while I retouch the same photos of my husband, print them out and put them back in the frame so when he finally sees them, when they finally catch his eye, he can see that he's a somewhat larger man than he once was.
Okay.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I've seen the moment he's caught a glimpse.
tough crowd.
Just hang on.
She's like, oh,
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's hilarious. Well, that didn't land.
The other week, though, years into my trickery, like that is, I saw him looking at one of the photographs for a long time. The jig is up, I thought to myself. No. It was just that he looked sad. Very, very sad. His usually hardened face, somewhat softened, like he was that little boy once again crying out for mummy and all her treats.
Oh,
All her lovely treats.
what?
I know. All her mummy's treats.
I love when there's ones that you can't really riff on because they're
too
it's
weird.
Good.
It's-
That's good, man.
That's
You might
need
take
to
my
add
hat
to
off to you.
that.
that's the material.
Yeah, you're good, honey.
Now I know I don't know what I can do. I know I've upset him. I honestly understand that. But I still think he's a pig. But I feel like I should tell him. It looks so sad with how he's ended up. Can I make it right or have I gone too far.
What I love about this is if it was a playful prank.
Yeah. Hilarious.
If it was a playful prank on a husband you love, right?
Yep.
Like I would still be going, no, it's funny, and I think he'll understand if you explain it.
Well,
like,
if he looks in a mirror, he will understand. It only takes a mirror. Just hold up a mirror.
Hold up that mirror. To
hold
society.
up that mirror.
Like when you've done with your haircut at the barber and they hold up that little mirror. Go
Hold
to the
up
front.
that little mirror.
Yeah.
I just think there's like if it was a playful prank, I wouldn't be sure if she'd gone too far or not. You know, I'd be like, I think it's kind of funny, and if you hurt his feelings, tell him, and it's fine.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like revenge for him cheating on her while she was pregnant,
Which you should never do.
which you should never
You
do.
should know. Patrick, you didn't listen to that. You should never do that.
It's so funnily like
I'm gonna get a tattoo.
not severe enough of a
That's
Yeah,
the thing. Like,
yeah.
it's a soft revenge.
It is. Nothing's happened. Nothing's changed.
she's like,
just
have I
spent more
gone
time
too
with her.
far? It's like, no, like,
Yeah.
just absolutely not too far.
I love at the
yeah.
start. She's like, "I'll show him." yeah.
And then his first reaction is he's a bit sad. And
Yeah.
so it's like, no, not too far.
Yeah.
Like a weird choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
retort.
It feels like she's branching out in her creativity. You know, like this is gonna be her. Like maybe she should start doing experimental art, because this feels like
Or improv.
or improv.
There's always improv.
Or both.
You know in 90s movies when the soundtrack would be like dum 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 dum.
Oh yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. I love that this is the payback.
Yeah.
Someone else while she's pregnant, and it leads to a dum bum bum bum.
Yeah. So that was her moment where she went, huh. Oh.
But then what I love about it is if it was a 90s movie, she would end up apologizing.
Yeah.
She would be like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm sorry I did that.
I guess we can call it even now.
Yeah. We love each other.
And they
now.
go back to back.
Yeah.
Freeze frame. Credits roll. Because she doesn't, I don't think she needs to come clean for this. No. He's the pig. He's gross. She doesn't need to come clean for this.
I think she should just think of I think she should brainstorm.
Yeah.
She should do some brainstorming, maybe come up with a better revenge.
Yeah.
It's kind of unrelated, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
kind of, I think she can tell him, and she doesn't have to say it's to do with the affair.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like she
Yeah.
can be like, look, I did a little prank and I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
And then if he's like a cunt about it, just be like, yeah, well, you fucking
Have that in the bag.
I was pregnant. That's good. I like that. Yeah. It all comes to a head, and that's your retort. Well, let's move on to the next confession. I will tell you, this one's a fun one. I haven't read a confession like this before. And this one's a fun one.
Okay.
I love
It's
a
in
fun
Spanish.
one.
Confession. That's right. Patrick, please take this.
I don't know hello in Spanish. I meant to say bonjour.
Yeah, that's right. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah,
Usually,
famously.
because I know a little bit of Italian with my Spanish, it's just remove a few of the vowels at the end. I'm like, I just hit French.
Confession 4 comes from Peter. Peter confesses.
Hello, Peter.
I made alien contact. Thanks for writing in, Peter.
You made alien contact.
I've made alien contact, but not as you'd expect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not as you'd expect.
I don't know if I have a huge amount of expectations.
No. That's
I
right.
think it's such a new sort of area that anything's possible.
Yeah.
In this modern day.
God, anything could happen now. Now I have seen everything.
He fucked the alien.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Good for him.
It's a very special magical creature that can only see me.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. We are friends. Oh. That's quite nice. I can hardly begin to describe this creature, and they've asked me not to. Don't you dare describe me.
I love that.
But oh my, it's incredible. What a feeling and what a rush.
We have to tell us.
Isn't this? Yeah, please tell us now.
That's not fair.
I'm imagining a platypus from where he goes. I'm thinking it might just be a platypus.
I'm imagining something like Glorb, like
Oh, yeah,
E.T.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I think, purple. I don't know why. But
I'm thinking
Something
halfway
purple.
between E.T. and Marvin the Martian.
Halfway between them.
Yeah, so think Marvin the Martian, but with a bit of E.T.'s fuckedness.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
The
Yep.
lump.
Yeah.
Lump. Wrinkly lump.
The wrinkle.
Wrinkly lump.
I love how it makes me feel. a new friendship with someone who can only see me and I can only see him.
Yeah.
I've tried to take... It's so sad. It's so sad. A friend that only I can see. Okay.
And he's my friend.
And he's my friend, and I love him, and he loves me. And
no
he
one
can
else
see
gets
me.
it. You don't get it.
You don't get it.
I've tried to take skeptical friends with me who think I've lost my mind, but I have not lost my mind. In fact, I'm feeling very normal at the mo.
Okay. Well, you said Mo. And
You said mo.
So
Spend a few extra seconds and write out moment.
yeah,
I think you feel
just,
good.
use that auto fill in. And
It all happened when I was walking by a river and I spotted this little creature. It was glowing, and I thought, this doesn't seem normal.
wow.
At the mo, I guess.
So sad. I'm like someone's so desperate for connection or something.
And they're my friend.
I could be wrong.
And at least not an animal that you would regularly see on my side of town. Don't know what that means.
This has got did you ever see Lars and the Real
I
Girl?
literally was just thinking that. I
yeah.
literally
It's got
was
that
just
vibe.
thinking that.
It's like this
Yeah.
energy of everyone's like, oh no, he's not well. He sees, and then
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
then
well,
like,
he
wow,
doesn't.
he's happy.
Yeah, he's happy.
He's happy, and that's all
He's
that
really
matters.
happy.
Yeah.
Oh, but now the alien's telling him to kill people.
Keeps going back to that river for advice.
now he's building some sort of device that's warping space time in his garage.
Poisoning the well.
I stopped, knelt down by the river, and started to investigate. That's when it popped its head out of the water.
Okay.
Okay, what does... Okay, so...
Tell us it's in the water before you need
Yeah,
to, you
all
know?
of that,
I love
all
it.
of that.
I love it. That's when he popped out the water. Well, now,
We didn't know there was
I
water.
have to move him into the water to
Yeah,
have him
yeah.
pop out of the water.
I'm behind.
Now, what does this magical creature... What do you think a magical creature like this would say? You know, if it popped out of the water for the first time, what do you think it would say?
Hello?
What are you expecting? Hello? Yep, quite nice.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Where am I? Okay. This is what the magical creature said. That's when it popped its head out of the water and asked for the time.
What's the time, my dude?
What's the time?
What's the time? It's in a rush. I'm late.
What's the time?
Sorry.
I obliged, of course, and then we struck up the strangest conversation.
Yeah.
We chatted about our lives. How was it possible that I saw him, and how was it possible that they saw me? Anyway, just move on from there. 'cause
I
Anyway,
thought that is like, anyway, we just got talking and we had a lot in common.
asked about his
We
family.
have
He
the
asked
same
about mine.
trainer. We go to the same Woolworths.
Anyway, it went for a while, and they told me that there was no way my friends would believe me, which is true because I tried to bring it up to a friend, and they shut me down really quickly. One of them even called me a tosser for imagining such things. You tosser. I thought,
That's a strange reaction.
Yeah.
In this modern age, you know, if someone was come up to me and they say, "Hey, I keep seeing spirits that keep like haunting me," I'll be like, "Okay, well, I'll be like, well, let's look into it."
Yeah.
You know, in the films,
Yeah.
they're always like,
Yeah.
"You're being crazy. Go back
Yeah.
into that creepy house and get possessed." I would be like, you know what? Whether it's true or not, let's just like
Let's go with it.
Let's get a motel.
Yeah.
You know,
by the river.
Let's stop taking mushrooms. Let's get you off weed for a little bit.
let's get you to sleep.
Let's try and just get you to sleep. Let's try and have some sleep.
Yeah. Sleep is so important.
Ghost woman will go away.
I had no idea what I
Call
was...
your parents. Listen,
When was the last time?
How are you with your parents? Do you mind if I call them? I think it'd be good if they come to the city and help.
Oh, you're dehydrated. Okay, well, yeah.
I had no idea what I was meant to be doing. Yeah. Should I be just blocking it out and pretending these things hadn't happened?
No.
We're not saying that. No one's saying that.
I think you need to work through it.
Yep, there is help on the way. Each time now I go back and it's like I'm pretending something hasn't happened, which clearly has. It's like I'm pretending that I'm not seeing this little magical creature every time, my friend, and that it's not talking back to me. It's so weird, but recently I've been thinking about that I need to call all the townspeople
Okay, yes.
and get everyone to come down there to see it for themselves.
Yes.
When I love the moment when this went from, oh, is this a real thing about an unwell person
Yeah.
to like a 1920s monster movie?
Yeah. It's like Big Fish, isn't
Come
it?
on, yeah. We need to come see the...
Everyone with pitchforks and fire marching down.
I had to breathe fire.
Let's kill it.
Yeah.
Maybe even pay an actor who says they can also see it. So
I mean, actors do need work.
they do.
So
That's actually pretty good. Hold auditions. Yeah, make it a really lengthy process.
I see it. I see it. No, I didn't get that.
Can we take that? You're there
I see
going,
it.
Can I take it again?
Yeah.
What, in the moment? Can I take that again?
It's just like a graduate. They're like 21 years old.
So it doesn't look like I've lost my mind.
And they've sort of put it in the same category. I think a lot of actors, people don't know this. I studied acting. You studied acting. A lot of actors, when they're straight out of acting school, take jobs as either pretend patients for doctors or like pretend angry customers for like.
I do it.
Right. Mystery
You
shopper
do it?
stuff.
You do it
Yeah.
still?
Yeah.
That's so good that
Yeah.
you still do it. My brother is a doctor, and when he was a medical student, he recognized an actor from a comedy show that we were both really big fans of, and he had to be like, okay, and where is the pain in your knees?
That's my biggest fear, and it happened for the first time recently.
Yeah.
Because of you guys. Because of you. But we had to do, because what I do is like, basically pretend to be like a youth. It's for people who are going to work in like youth prison, youth justice.
Right.
And so, but, I'm playing like this, young kid, and then we finish the role play, and the guy's like, Auntie Donna. And I was like, no. And I realized halfway through, because
Did you stay in character?
No, I just left because I was like, I don't want to. And I was like, oh, and I just walked out because I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. And you're a 5-year-old kid.
I'm a 5-year-old kid just trying to find my mum.
And are all her treats. So this is how it ends. It says paying an actor. So it's paying an actor so they can see it too.
It's that energy.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Says that they also see it doesn't look like I've lost my mind to all my friends anymore. Anyway, I know it's not the worst thing in the world, but IDK, sometimes it feels like it is. Ha ha ha. That's how it ends.
I love how they're like, they're very level for someone that's unwell.
Yeah.
And then in the last sentence, it's like it all fell apart.
Let's hire an actor.
And I got an actor.
Now I have an actor here. What do I do with the actor? The townspeople aren't here. What do you do in a situation like this, Patrick? What do you go through with hiring an actor? Do you think that all these townspeople, I'm legitimately asking for advice?
Yes, I would try to make it like the Salem witch days, where you just start convincing, like putting, like you cause a mass hysteria, and then people start being like, I saw it too in the river. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, really? Like, well, he told me that he liked me, and then like they all start killing each other.
That's good.
And then he,
Everyone dies.
Well, he gets a town to himself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. So make it like that. Zach, what would you? Hey, it's okay. I know you got angry by all of that, but that's
Pissed me
okay.
off. Really pissed me off.
Zach, what do you do in a situation like this?
It's fun, isn't it? Because he's probably unwell.
Sure.
But now I am inside the mind of the unwell person. But he doesn't seem like he's got like much else going on. I feel like
That's
most
the thing.
people.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like he's. It's not like he's making. It's not like he's like, and the government is trying to.
Yeah. They're all listening to us, and they're all
Have you noticed that the town square is exactly 90 degrees, and that's why we need to make sure we rebuild the town square? Usually, when I'm not well, I'm more in that category. So the idea of he's just sees someone, and I'm him.
Yeah.
What do I think? I think that it's. I think that I would try to humor the idea that maybe it's not real. Yeah. And I would try to investigate all the ways that it could not be real. Mm-hmm. And then I would and then if I'm then convinced that it's still real. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would try and
yeah.
go, all right, no one believes me.
Yeah. Yes.
How can what are the first 5-6 things they're going to say to me?
Yeah.
How can I prove that that's not the case?
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
sure.
go to a psychologist. I'll go to a doctor. I'll work through all of those things to be like, no, but I still see him.
Yeah.
And he's still talking to me. And then he's
always asking for the
he
time.
might go away.
Yeah.
I just saw this clip recently of like people with schizophrenia. There's these glasses that they have and it records things. So then if they're having like, illusion, or like if they think someone's stalking them, and then they can watch back 10 seconds later. So there's this guy, he was like down a hall and he was about to go to his room, and then he kept looking back, and then he got into his room, and then he looked at his phone and he made sure that, and then there was nothing there.
That's really good. That's smart. Yeah.
That's a really good way to That's clever.
So maybe you need to take this to the river.
Yeah.
And really find out.
Got the glasses. And
Yeah.
I wonder if there's other ways to Wouldn't it be fun if that was true though?
Oh my God,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
First contact was just with
What,
some
asking what the time
Redditor.
was?
Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm like, it gives me whimsy. It feels like one of those 80s adventure, like, well, we're going to be buddies now.
Yeah,
Like, and I'd be
yeah.
like, oh my God, this is
Yeah.
so exciting. All my friends are losers because
Yeah.
they don't live.
Don't see this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like in the third act is this beautiful moment where like they're all going to destroy him and they're going to, and
Yeah.
then suddenly everyone sees him. And
Yeah.
there's this beautiful moment
Because
of
the
like,
town's
And they're
being-
both naked in the river.
Yeah. Just fucking making out. Oh my God.
That's a good. I believed in you this whole time.
I love you so much.
Well, let's move on to the final confession today.
right.
That comes from Renee. Renee
Renee
confesses.
Zellweger.
Beautiful Renee. That's right. Renee Zellweger confesses. Every morning, if we leave home at the same time, I kiss my neighbour.
Okay.
Very harmless.
Okay.
Zach's accepted it. Zach's fine with that.
I like this.
No, I love it.
I think it's fun.
I just love that's a sentence.
This is
Every
what,
morning when I wake up, before I go to work, I kiss my neighbor.
I just
Deal
feel
with it.
like it's like I want to know more, but I don't want the explanation to remove how
Yeah, how
odd
you
this
feel
is.
about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to be like, we just kissed one day and like we kind of kept
And we're like,
kissing.
okay, yeah.
I want it to remain as vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we can end it there if you want me to.
I'm picturing it like this, like they're like, well, goodbye, Cheryl, goodbye, Marcus.
Yeah,
Like
that's it. Just a little peck.
Yeah. I love the idea that it's got like it's a very like I'm seeing like very 1950s, you know, and then they kiss once, like it's like a
I like that.
and then they keep walking,
Yeah.
and then they do it again the next day, but they never talk about it. It's just like these two people. They've both got lives. They're both married, but they both just kiss once every day,
Yeah.
and never talk about it.
Well, it's
Kinda
kind
got
of
a- like
it's kind of
Todd
what you're
Hayes
talking
kind of
about.
vibe. Just like this weird art film,
Yeah.
and it's beautiful, and it's
Yeah.
it's not the plot. It's just this layer.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of right with that.
Oh,
And
good.
yeah. Very harmless, and I know not completely regular, but I do it as though we both. I feel as though, I think she means, I feel as though we should both be telling our respective partners. It started as a friendly little acknowledgement, a hello, or have a good day.
Wow. Yeah.
Our fences are right next to each other, so it was always easy for us to see each other. We'd leave in opposite
The
directions.
husband is sorry to. We do a movie bit at the end of this, don't we?
Yeah.
I'll wait till the casting. I've got casting.
You got casting in mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bratz dolls again. We'd leave in opposite directions, and I'm sure many would hear us waving at each other or saying a quick hello or a goodbye.
Yeah.
Then it escalated. Then the little acknowledgement turned into me giving him a peck on the cheek as we left the house. Over a period of time, it turned into a kiss on the mouth. I felt sick that day. I remember feeling so anxious all day, worried about how I was coming across and if he would march home and tell our partners. The next day it escalated again and he initiated the kiss this time. He lingered for a long time and now we have done everything apart from penetration.
Okay.
Now we have
Okay.
we've done everything apart from make love. In that I mean just long kisses. So
But not penetration. Oh, tongue.
and not nothing sexual. I don't think.
There's nothing I love more than like going, we've done everything but this. In that we've done this.
We've
And
just
it's like,
kissed.
well, there is a canyon. There is a canyon of
There are
stuff
other
you
options.
haven't done.
Yeah.
Ask any
There's a
16-year-old boy.
list.
There is
Ask
a-
Kathleen.
Cat. Ask cat. Yeah. I know it feels as though I shouldn't be posting this online, but I don't know who else to tell. I know it's weird. My lovely friends wouldn't get it, and I can't just tell my husband right away. I hate it. I hate that I haven't built up the courage to do it, but I want to. God, I want to say something. Just don't know how.
God,
That's how it ends.
Something.
God, I want to say something.
God,
What do you do?
I want to say something.
God, let me speak.
I kiss my neighbor. And I like
The
it.
end.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. That's from Renee. Now, Patrick, what do you do in a situation like this? If you're lovely Renee and, you just had a quick hello, little acknowledgement to your neighbour. Next day, little peck on the cheek. Next day, you're kissing
I
your
don't know,
neighbour.
because it depends, like, maybe I zoned out, but, like, do I have feelings for him?
I don't know. I don't think feelings are involved.
It feels like it's just, like, a nice act. I feel like what it could be is, like, she could just be to her husband, like, look, I want an open relationship, but like this.
Yeah.
All I want is a hall pass to kiss my neighbor every day.
Yeah.
It's nothing sexual.
Yeah.
It's part of my routine. I need this.
People need a coffee in the morning. I need to kiss my neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, if it's a routine, if it's like become habitual, sorry, I feel like I just got really sick. Like I'm like really diagnosing. If it's habitual, but you know, it's so funny. Yeah, I would just don't say anything. But also, if you get caught, then it's gonna be like annoying. You're like, oh my god, it's not what it looks like. We just kiss. No, we're not kissing. We're like just kissing. Like,
yeah. But what do you do in a situation like this, Zachary?
It's so bizarre, isn't it? It's such a bizarre. Like, I can't get outside of thinking of this as like a movie or
yeah.
Like, it's such an odd thing to be doing. Just this like unspoken kiss. It's got this strange, sad. Like, I can't picture it as a real thing.
Sure.
As a real thing, it's like, stop it.
Stop it. Get your hand off it. Stop
doing it.
Yeah.
But is this like weird, like artsy film thing of like, it's everyone's so sad. And
it's black and white. It's definitely black and white.
It's
like Pleasantville sometimes.
Yeah, I got like The Hours in my head, or like
I got Mrs. Doubtfire again. Sorry, it's just a fucking funny
Gary.
Yeah.
But it's just this strange. Everyone's like, and I
sullen.
Yeah, and all I'm thinking of like is like, oh, I think he has to go away. I think it's like then one day. So that's why I'm just thinking story. It's like one day he's gone. They've moved.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, like that's what. Yeah. But what should happen? I think if this were real, stop it.
Yeah, sure. Just stop it.
It's a bit silly.
It is silly.
Someone else might see it.
That's the thing. How
how are you doing over the clothes stuff in your front yard?
Yeah.
They've cut a little hole in this thing. Like, just gonna bend down and pick up paper.
No, I think they should stop it.
Yeah, just stop it.
But I don't think they should ever. Like, I think they never talk about it. Just
end it.
Like in the same way it started. Just do a little no. Like
that's going to be a hard first day for both of them.
You know, like.
Yeah, not today.
Break their heart.
Yeah,
you know,
but maybe they need that.
Yeah,
maybe they need that.
Just stop doing it. But it all remains unspoken. Yeah.
Well, at the end of that, we've had 5 beautiful confessions.
Wow.
If you had to cast one of these into a major motion picture, I'm saying it's the final.
Of
yeah, So I'm saying you're definitely thinking the last one. You're thinking the last one.
So the husband of the main character of Renee is played by John C. Reilly.
Wow.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, I love you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah, she's Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
The neighbor is Toni Collette.
That's good. That's
I'm literally just doing the hours.
Yeah.
And her husband is either like William H. Macy
or Dennis Haysbert, the president from 24.
Okay. I don't know him. It's great that you know his full name.
Yeah, but William H. Macy is good. Or or if we're going
Willem
modern,
Dafoe.
I think Alexander Skarsgård. You know, just like he's really hot and but it's got a bit of Toni Collette and it's 50s. It's full 50s Pleasant.
It's quite serious. I imagine those actors bring a lot of gravitas to it. It's a very serious thing.
It's got a lightness to it.
Sure.
And it's really light and bubbly and like there's a lot of love. Everything's perfect. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not that she loves William H. Macy. They all, but then
he's a great actor, of course.
Every time and there's music and then the first time, but then when they kiss, that's the first moment of stillness. It's just this like, what is this?
Wow.
And then they never talk about it, and it like keeps happening, and then one day they go away.
I love this.
It's like
they move house. What about that?
Yeah, they just move house, or the husbands find out and they don't stop it, and it becomes a story about like these 4 people and how they manage this.
The husbands at night are going back. They sneak to the back.
It's The Hours meets Yuta Mama Tambian.
I think that's a beautiful film idea. What are you wanting to call it? Do you think?
What am I wanting to?
What do you want to call it? Is it something about the fence? Is it something
like
about the kiss?
The last kiss. That's too obvious. It'd
Wow.
be like
do you know what it would be?
kissing strangers.
Kissy kissy.
Kissy kissy. No, it'd be like a
Give me the sound.
kiss kiss kiss. It would be
kiss,
like
kiss.
a line like like Tomorrow's Love or like Heaven something
Wow.
something Heaven, right?
Wow.
And it wouldn't make sense. I know this is cheap, but it would work in this. It wouldn't make sense until the monologue at the end where
Wow.
that
They say the line.
they say the line,
Wow.
but it's like part of a bigger line.
I guess tomorrow
Yeah.
really is heaven.
Yeah.
Do we fade? Do we fade or cut?
Tomorrow is
cut
Heaven.
to black?
Either it ends with she finally one day walks out and then she just looks. There's no one there. And then she shoots off.
It flies away.
And the alien Martian goes,
Oh, that little one going, what time is it?
what time?
I'm in a rush.
Also, I do have to say, Danny DeVito is one of the townspeople in
Yeah.
the Martian thing.
Wow, absolutely. He's
Yeah.
really passionate about it with a
Yeah,
pitchfork.
yeah.
He wants to kill it the most for some reason. Let's never explain why. But then you could do like the little Orange is the New Black, the little cutaways to find out about their life before that happened as well. So you can find out that Danny had a real awkward moment with a platypus maybe in a river. Who thought it was talking to him. Something like that.
I was talking to
Danny DeVito.
No, Mish Wittrup.
Yes, I'd love to meet her one day.
From Missions X, Allegra's
Yes.
Run. We were talking about it on our podcast, so you could go and find that
Yes,
moment.
yeah.
Where she's really on a Moonstruck thing at the moment. She's
Wow.
talking about Moonstruck a lot. And there's a bit in it towards the end that she was talking about where the husband is cheating and the wife goes, this is like sort of side characters, and the wife's just like, stop doing that. And then he snaps, he's like, okay. And I think there's something to like William H. Macy say, like there's a scene at the end of this where William H. Macy is just like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right. And then it stops, but they never talk about it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we need like 2 scenes of Julianne Moore doing the Julianne Moore cry. Like, it's so good.
No, just for no reason. She's in there.
Yeah.
Could she just be in a shop or
Me
something?
too.
I
fucking
love
Yeah.
Have you
Julianne
seen
Moore.
Safety? No, Safe?
No, I need to watch Safe.
So good.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Can we just have her in a shop crying
Yeah.
for no reason?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
crying.
And Toni Collette being like, hello.
They're there.
Or like, hello. Hello.
Those are 2 actors
Yeah.
that are great at the falling apart scene.
Yes.
Like they're great at the.
Love that scene in The Hours when Toni Collette's like, well, I get it.
God,
I love that.
I think that's
Yeah.
honestly, that's literally all Hot Department is just like from that. Right from that, I think it's just like sad women, tragic women trying to get through.
Trying to make their life work.
Julianne Moore in the Hours. That's 90% of what you do.
I've just always wanted to be her, so it's like let's do a comedy duo where you.
Can we have a Love Actually moment where, you know, the necklace, you know, is bought, but, you know, she gets the CD and then we have that Emma Thompson moment
Yeah.
where
Oh,
they buy a gift for each
100%.
other over the fence. And
Another thing that
How good
another
is
thing that happened.
Emma Thompson in that movie,
Oh,
like
incredible stuff.
it's so rare. I'm just going on a wanky trip, but there's something rare about the not saying it being an effective thing, or like the not, you know,
way
what I
more
mean?
effective
Yes.
than and having to get the kids together
Yeah.
and, you know, having to go through everything still.
Like I love her. I know, but we're not gonna. I love her not
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
scene in the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Or over talking about it.
Yeah, I
really
love a
explaining
scene
every
where they
scene
really-
and
where
talking
they
about every.
talk.
they
Stop
just
talking.
keep talking. I feel like that was a good trope for a while, like films where they're like, and just improvise. And
For
then-
ages.
Yeah, and they just keep improvising, and
Yeah.
because I think ever since like Blue Valentine, everyone's like, I want to do. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen Blue Valentine.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's all about like, you know, basically marriage falling apart, and a lot of it was like, we're going to do scripted, but also going to do like all these improv. And then I think people saw it and they're like, I want to do that. And so there's awful just films for a good like 5 years.
Like a marriage story.
people just-
I do love a marriage
You do like
story.
a
Because
marriage
a marriage
story.
story is written to within an inch of its life. A lot of people don't know that, but
Right.
it's like it gives that feeling of. But it's I know exactly what you're talking about. Where it's like improv drama can be the funniest thing in the world because
Yeah.
it's like real drama is 95% of the time in what's not said. And improv is 95% of the time just saying everything that pops into your head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So improv drama is just like, well, you're a
And you
pig.
know what you did, and you didn't say it, and I said that, and you didn't know, and you fuck you, and you but you don't. And like,
And what was
it's
that look yesterday with the?
Yeah,
yeah.
And then also they just keep repeating the same thing, like you're lying. No, shut up. Oh, you're lying. I'm lying. It's you might as well just watch The Real Housewives, like,
Which is a great
which
plug.
is such a good.
You can talk about this if you want. It's on Foxtel.
Can I?
Yeah, you talk about it.
Okay, so it's on Foxtel. It's also on Binge, and some episodes on Netflix.
Yeah. Some
Incredible.
it's all over the place.
Some incredible script
Yeah.
writing,
Yeah.
incredible actors,
Yeah.
phenomenal set design, and not tacky dresses.
This is good.
So it's sort of like Survivor, right?
Wow. Yep.
But the games are a little more unspoken. So basically,
More mind games.
So you know in Survivor how they have tribes, and then they'll have different like interactions, and then at the end of an episode, they have the tribal council where they decide who will win.
There's a
and
bit
who
of
will
payoff
fail,
and-
right?
yeah.
And it's quite so. The way basically it works is with Real Housewives. Instead of they have shopping and they'll go shopping together, or they'll have a glass of Sauv Blanc.
Yeah.
And then they have group dinners.
Yeah.
They have group.
It's usually
dinners.
just group dinners, or
And
they
a
go on a
group
holiday.
dinner is their tribal
Yeah.
council, right? And then at the end of every season, they get on a boat because you can't get off a boat.
Yeah. and they have lots more drinks.
Yeah, they have a lot of
yeah.
drinks, and then basically the prize is the goal of the game is you have to upset enough people
Yeah.
to get onto the next season.
Yeah, that's right.
But you have to also be on enough people's side that the other women want to keep working with you. So, you don't want to be boring.
Yep.
But you don't want to be a Brandy.
That's right. You don't want to be a Brandy.
And that is the art of...
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautifully put. Now,
you.
the end of that, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank
Before
you.
we finish the podcast, who can I shake your hand? Is it okay? I just wanted to do that really quickly. Is that all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Who are we getting to direct this film, by the way? Because I know, that's the hard thing, because you don't want a Baz Luhrmann.
No, I think it's a Todd Hayes.
Who
So
did
it's-
Moonlight again?
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry.
'Cause that was very beautiful as
is
well.
it Barry Jenkins? Is that right?
I think so.
Sorry, no,
I want to
you're
get the
right.
director of Moonlight.
I want to
Moonstruck.
get the director of Safe. The director
Wow.
of Safe and of he's done other and Carol.
Yeah.
He's like got the he's got the tense.
He's got what it takes.
Tense
Yeah.
horny to a T.
Yeah.
Or the director, Catherine Hardwicke, the director of the first Twilight. You want someone who can do horny but not going there.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
a rare
It's
skill.
also
Angst.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow, yeah.
Judd Apatow. if we
Imagine
could.
Judd Apatow's version of this movie.
His wife, Leslie Mann, will be in it.
Yeah,
100%
Seth
she'll
Rogen
be
will
one
be
of
in it
the
for no
wives.
reason. Yeah.
And then Elizabeth Banks will be the other person.
I'm kind of on board with because what I love is if this was a Judd Apatow thing, this would be one in the 2 hours and 40 minutes. This would be the Leslie Mann, who's not even she's like fourth build character. It's just this side plot.
Yeah.
It's actually about, a guy who gets a job in the city and smokes too much weed, but his two friends are this married couple and this is going on.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I like
it's
that.
him and Paul Rudd are
Yeah.
standing at the door and Leslie Mann is kissing some other actor and he's like, what's going on there? He's like, I don't know.
They just do it.
It's like, what are you going to say? Man, let her kiss him. And then at the end of, there's this really touching scene.
Yeah, they do
where,
it, yeah.
Yeah, where they
They're
go,
Yeah.
like, look, we're 40 now. And something needs to change.
you
love
know
that.
about that? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I see it every time. We got a big window.
The kids see it. And it's Maud Apatow.
All the Apatows. Patrick Dern Silva, how do people find you and every wonderful thing that you do?
You can find me on
Search
Hot
Hot
Departments,
Departments.
on Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, watch our YouTube videos. We go do that. If you
Content, TikTok,
content,
on TikTok.
TikTok.
Do see them live. It's one of the
They're
most
so
electric.
funny.
And I
It's-
really
yeah.
mean it. The one of the
Yeah.
most
thank
electric
you.
live shows
Yeah.
I've ever seen. The Art
we have a
Department
lot
is
of
one of my
Static
favorites.
electricity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the amount of-
You got one of them things that you touch where your hair
And you're
goes
running up.
fuzzy.
Is that Tulsa coil?
Touch my finger, touch my finger, touch my
Sorry,
finger.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I was talking about your show, but I think I was just talking about a bit in Ripley's Believe It or Not. And then there's Shrunken Heads.
Zach, you would not it happens so much.
And then you go out and you go to Surfers Paradise. You go for a little
We
surf.
gotta change. Yeah.
Zach Ryan, how do people find you and every wonderful thing that you do?
At Zachary Rewain.
Yes.
Is all my handles.
You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram.
I am on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok.
Sure.
Because I've done 3 or 4 things and I don't post for months at a time because I delete TikTok because it rots my brain.
Sure.
It truly hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's why I delete it. I can't do it in moderation.
Dancing.
Luckily,
Don't
Instagram.
I just want one more kiss.
Just one more. That's all I need.
Luckily, Instagram Reels, the algorithm is just shit enough for me.
Reels are sometimes like the leftovers of whatever they do.
It's just every TikTok. Occasionally, every 45 minutes, they'll show you a little thing and be like, "Hey, do you want to stay on TikTok? I've got all those settings," and I'm like, "Yes, I do." Whereas Instagram is just like, here's some chuggy lady being like, "Girl, here's a big cup," and I'm like,
Okay.
I don't need it. Thank you. I'm gonna go.
I was on my way out anyway.
Hubby wants a bigger cup in the morning of coffee. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Thank you. I might sign out for the day.
So look, you are Auntie Donna will be
Auntie
coming,
Donna's on
coming
stuff.
up.
And then Mission Zach is my little side
Yes.
project. Me and Mish Witrup have a podcast where we're watching everything starring.
And films
Tom
at Lido,
Leguizamo.
is that happening?
Yeah.
Every month, every Friday.
Second Friday of every month. When is this coming out?
This will come out at some point.
So either I'm just about to do, or you just missed
Yep.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is
Who made the Scream?
he made Scream, and he also made Nightmare on Elm Street. This is like the 4th or 5th Nightmare on Elm Street, and basically the story is he made it a year before Scream. It's like proto Scream. It's basically the cast of the first Nightmare on Elm Street start dying mysteriously, and the actress who played the lead in Nightmare on Elm Street is like, Wes Craven, who's a character in this film, where did you get this idea from? And he's like, he came to me in a dream. It's like Scream meets Nightmare on Elm Street.
And Wes Craven is actually in it.
He's in it,
Wow.
and it is like fucking mental. It's
Yeah.
like, you know how some people are like, I don't like Scream, it's too meta. It's like, if you think Scream is too meta, this movie is fucked out of it.
Wow, I
It's
love
so
that.
good.
Yeah,
So
okay.
maybe that's coming out. If not, you just missed it. Fuck you. But after that, it's Dark City.
Was that fuck you to me? Because I brought
Fuck
it out the wrong time.
you for bringing it out.
Hey, quit that. Lovely boys. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining me
Sam.
on the podcast. I love you both, and it was lovely to have you both on.
Sam,
Kisses.
it's podcast.
Popcast.
Podcast.
I'm never going to get it. We're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing what it is.
Potato potatoes.
Potato potatoes. Good night, Australia. Good night. Good night, Australia. Oh, that was the wrong one.
Good night, Australia.
You gotta live in your life. Kiss a woman next door, no, make it right. Tell your man, this is how we do it. Understand?
Got 53 seconds to go.
Jesus and Mary, they had lots of kids, but there's one day they did, and then that's what happened to Jesus.
Yeah.
He died and he didn't have us. We've had people like Kathleen and Gary. Oh wait, no. And everyone's here. And there is a Miss Doubtfire in the room. Hello, kids! And you can all make it. Shout and cheer! Shout and cheer!
Mention the creature.
The creature's out of the lagoon, and he's made a friend. The town is hysterical. Danny DeVito, my Dan.
My 50 beer.
My foot.
beer.
Oh yeah, but Zach's
Yeah.
50 beer is making its debut
Don't mention my facial
tonight.
palsy. Don't mention
all
my
of your facial. Sorry, all of it. Even
Cut
Patrick's
that.
pissed himself.
Good night, Australia.
Good night.
Do you want to do it again?